For years, I thrived in the high-pressure business world, but the workaholic life finally caught up with me. I was 35, very overweight, in chronic pain with severe mobility issues, terrible diet, no exercise. My health was a complete wreck. Then I went to a gentle yoga class and felt truly relaxed.
Healing Yoga. Yoga for real people with real problems.
That was my story. Real problems solved by gentle yoga. One big issue the workaholic life created was a constant state of anxiety. Tight chest, racing mind, shallow breathing. Let yoga be your secret weapon to calm your heart, reset your nervous system, and soothe your mind. For many of us, the holiday season is very stressful. Financial strain, social engagements, and sadness can play a factor. Here are some great tips that will help you manage stress so you can enjoy the holidays. Well, this next series of poses is going to be wonderful for calming the nervous system, for getting us out of this thinking, this repetitive thinking, this ruminating. We're just going to be coming into the breath, coming into crocodile pose. Now you can just lie down on your belly and cross your arms and rest your forehead on your arms, or we could use a bolster to help us support. So let's go into that pose now. We're going to take the knees either side of this bolster, and then the sternum is going to come to the top of the yoga bolster, so just where the ribs come together, and rest the forehead down. So we're getting this wonderful compression of the belly. We're starting to find new territory in the lungs to bring oxygen into the system. You may be feeling like your adrenal glands have been active for a long time. Maybe there's a sense of tiredness, a sense of fatigue back here in the kidney areas. The adrenal glands live right on top of the kidneys. And when we're dealing with anxiety, the adrenals are going. So this is a wonderful pose when we bring breath and awareness deep into the lower part of the back where the ribs come down towards the waist. We take a long, slow, smooth in-breath, breathing in light and spaciousness. And then a long, slow, smooth, and complete out-breath, dropping tension, dropping gripping down into the ground. And then we're going to take one of our legs. We're going into a modified version of bow pose. So we bend the knee, and if you don't have the flexibility in the front of the hip, that is what we use the belt for. And we'd like to get a little bit of an inward spiral going on here. So we're creating a little bit more room in the SI joint. And we're just going to release through the front of the hip. We take a long, slow, smooth in-breath, and a long, slow, smooth, and complete out-breath. And then we release, and we let go and come on to the opposite side. So bending the opposite knee, taking the belt in the opposite hand, and giving the leg a bit of an inner spiral, again, to create a little bit more space in the SI joint. We're also getting some tension out of the glutes. And when we're in an anxious state, we have a lot of tension deep in the pelvis, in the hip rotators. Let the in and out breaths expand and lengthen through the front of the hip. Now we're going to warm down and come into a supported legs position. You can take your head onto the blanket, and using a rolled up towel, rolled up blanket, or yoga bolster, we'll just support the knees. We'll support the knees. You can let the legs come long. And by using the blanket to create a little bit of a cocoon, we just take a moment to snug the blanket up across the forehead, maybe onto the brow bone, and around the ears. So we're creating this wonderful, safe space so that we can withdraw from all of the thoughts that we've been creating. We'll take a long, slow, smooth in-breath, filling up from the bottom to the top of the lungs, pausing at the top for just a moment, and then exhale, exhale, bottom part of the lungs, and pause. Exhale, exhale, middle part of the lungs, and pause. And then exhale, 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 all of the air out of the lungs, pausing in that emptiness and stillness. And then let the in-breath come. and just see the effect that breath had on you. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and stay up to date on all the latest videos. And let me know in the comments section below what other kind of videos you'd like to see.